Let's talk about the history of psychology. In diving into this topic, let's first talk about why you should care about the history of psychology. First, it gives us perspective. If we know where psychology came from, it can tell us where it's going in the future. It also can give us humility about the current state of psychology and psychological research. We can look back over the course of the research that's been done, the history of things, the people involved, and realize that, not everything that we thought was true 100 years ago has held up today, and that's likely to be the case for what we think is true now. Next, it gives us some healthy skepticism about the state of research and the state of the field. Basically, certain ideas come into fashion, and a lot of these fads don't stick around. We'll talk about some of these in cases of learning, memory, counseling. It's pretty much every field in psychology has had these fads, and not every finding from these fads has held true after the fad itself has passed. Finally, just a sense of curiosity. I think in general, people like to know the history of things. So if you are a psychologist or hoping to become a psychologist, or even if you're just taking this for fun, knowing where the field has been is just interesting. Learning about the people involved, learning about what was going on, the findings, how that's impacted society as a whole. One example of this is just how much of Freudian theory has worked itself into daily language. Passive aggression, or being passive-aggressive, is from Freudian theory, and we use that some of us use it on a daily basis. A general note for all of the history I'm going to talk about, I'm going with a great man approach rather than a zeitgeist. So basically what this means is that I'll be focusing on the big names associated with the different schools or the different findings or eras of history, and not necessarily going into the cultural factors, the politics, the world events that are shaping it. It does come up for some things like the cognitive revolution, but it doesn't always work itself in as naturally as just talking about the big figureheads associated with the different fields. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something as well. Please subscribe to my channel and click the little alarm bell so you can get notifications when new videos go up. You can support me on Patreon or other things in the links in the description box below. And remember, it's always a wonderful day for psychology. Bye!